Name's Bamboo Leather, straight out of New York, baby. Now I'm cruising through Atlanta and DC, bringing that Big Apple bite to the fight. Martial artist, master thief, and a man with a taste for the finest. Ready to keep it classy and fight the good, my friend. Now I'm cruising through Atlanta and DC, bringing that Big Apple bite to the fight. Martial artist, master thief, and a man with a taste for the finer things. I steal hearts and give back to these streets when I'm around corruption, run scared. Ready to keep it classy, fight the good fight. Man, you're in the right company, my friend. He winks, then leaps off into the night. The sea ice buckles behind.
In the heart of Neon City, there exists a figure shrouded in mystery, a storm rider. Clad in electric blue, he rides the pulse of the city's beat, a seeker of sonic treasures and a guardian of rhythm. His story unfolds in the flicker of neon lights, a tale of loss, liberation, and the untamed spirit of the night. Welcome aboard the exhilarating journey of Storm Rider. Feel the electric energy as we ride the waves of this dynamic instrumental. Let the music sweep you away on a thrilling adventure through sound.
Welcome to the Producer Show with Kaylin Ellis. Did you know he goes live at 5? He goes live at 5 everywhere. It features a disco he has too. You know, where he samples and collaborates live in real time using sounds from his community. They are literally the best in the world. So if you want to join in, cop a sample pack, you know, don't force the funk. Maybe you force the funk. How are you funk? Here we for the funk. No, don't force the funk.
Let's go. We are live right now. Going to get the levels on everything kind of set up. Shucks, let me go and make sure this other camera works too. Perfect. Perfect. Shucks. How's everybody doing? We are live at 5 p.m. It's 5:34 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you've never tapped in before, I'm going to tap in with y'all. This is the Live at 5 show with the one and only, your main man, Kaylin Ellis. I'm actually about to tweak the microphone real quick, and yeah, I got a little more air on my voice. That's perfect. Glad to have you guys here. How y'all doing today? What's been going on for y'all? Go and run some frequencies for the one time and give y'all a little introduction to what's happening. Get your frames. Rare Species says jam session. This might be Silver Rose says loving that rivalry between you and Pop. Ain't nothing but a little what's it called? A friendly battle. Shout out to Pocket Queen. You know, I've never went on the record and said this, but I will definitely say, growing up, well, I mean not use growing up, but I would say probably 2020. When 2020 went down, there was nothing but Pocket Queen videos on my feed. So when I was uploading those beat videos and me playing keys and then hopping on the drums and then doing all these different things, I used to watch a lot of Pocket Queen. Okay, so I love her. She's amazing. I've had an incredible pleasure of meeting her a handful of times. Never thought I'd see a collab between you and her. She a real one. You know what? We actually got a record with at Oh Gosh Leotis's crib. It was a bunch of us. Are you sure it's a friendly competition? It is. She called me out. Matter of fact, I'll give you the whole lineage of where it started. Because a lot of y'all have, if you don't know what's going on, and I'll eventually talk about this today on the stream, but me and Pocket Queen are in a battle of beats, if you will. My name is Kalen Ellis, and I'm live here at 5 p.m. Eastern with the ones and the onlys, aka y'all, the stars of the show, aka the Makers Club. And yes, if you have never tapped in with what's going on here, the only way you can be able to tap into the Makers Club is to cop a sample pack. You can cop one on my Gumroad store. I have packs that range from different price ranges and whatnot, but what it does guarantee you once you cop it is access to an entire community of creatives. And you know, if you're not able to afford it, you know, I'm sure there's a handful of people here in the chat in the Makers Club that will be willing to get you into the club. Actually, we had a few people not too long ago actually cop a pack for people to join. So I've had people ask me, hey, can I cop a pack for someone to be able to join? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, and what those packs do in totality of what's happening is to keep a stream like this functioning. Too, I'm able to create whatever you guys want me to create, access whatever. It keeps a space like this functioning. And, you know, for the last 4 years, we've been like crushing it since December 2021. So I'm just so thankful for you guys that have not only just supported with the stream, but I'm just super thankful for everybody that has joined the Makers Club. Super thankful for everybody that has copped a pack. Super thankful for anybody that has spent their hours, their time, their energy here in what is going on. Because what is going on here, I want to say one of the things that I've always envisioned and dreamed and hoped for is this space is dedicated for AKA the Makers. It's for us. People like you, people like me. But this space is dedicated to people who create. We are the Makers. We create what the future is. And I'm just small areas of the Discord that nobody really messes with. But I want to be able to tailor it to a way that you guys use the Makers Club. You should be able to go to the Makers Club to solve your creative issues. And that's high key the goal that I want to be able to accomplish. So yeah, there literally should be no excuse as to why we have an incredible, talented combination of people and we can't make whatever you want creatively to happen, you know? So yeah, cop a sample pack, join in. We have like over 3,000 creatives currently part of the Makers Club. And I'll even show you guys who has actually joined the Makers Club recently. How can we let people know who's going live in the Discord? That would have to be a post setup. But I did talk to Tommy about this, so I'm trying to figure out something regarding like, hey, so-and-so's going live, so-and-so's live here on the stream, or so-and-so's live. It's a little bit more on the detail type of thing, because if you're going live on like Twitch stream, or if you're going live on this space or going live on this space, I had to figure out like, yo, so who's going live right now? For one. Two, got to figure out something about like being like a open notifying thing. Like when I tag at everyone knows like, oh, someone's going live. But I might have to do something like that for our studio rooms, because our studio rooms be going crazy. I be popping in every once in a while. I was up like super late a couple nights, like maybe a couple weeks ago, and I'm trying to think who was cooking up. Someone was cooking up crazy. Just had Ableton open, just making stuff. It was crazy. But yeah, that's what we got at the moment, and genuinely, I'm just excited about it. Currently, what we have at the moment is, I'll show you here. Introduce yourself. We have an introduce yourself part of the tab, and it's pretty incredible. On the 21st, we had a guy named Jay, based out of Tampa, Florida. He plays guitar and makes beats. What's up, everyone? My name is Marcelo Mangela Beats, wishing to make music with everyone here. The day before, Amirazi. Amirazi.exe. Amirazi.exe. Hey everybody, 1 year ago I started my musical journey, and now I'm producing stuff, learning every day since then. It's still much to learn. I'm here to grow to be able to make Ableton Live user, you know? And so, yeah, it's super crazy. We have a ton of dope folks out here. Silver Rose, you might have to refresh your Twitch stream if that might be it. Sienna says, I have a cook-up session outside the Discord with a homie later in a couple hours. That's what I like to hear. And I'm excited for the consultation this week, bro. As well, I forgot to mention, if you all want to have a consultation with your boy, with me, there's two ways you can do that. There is a Patreon that I have. You can access the Patreon through, you know, my link tree, for one. And then two, if you want to access it strictly through the Discord, I have a thing called Full Studio Access that gives you access to not only just the consultations, but the entire catalog of all of these previous Twitch streams. So if you want to find some sort of inspiration to watch all these streams dating back to 2021, you can do that. Simply hitting catalog, and once you do, you'll be able to subscribe or anything like that. But we've been having some beautiful consultations with people from the Makers Club. Everybody that has done it has seen some sort of growth, so it's really cool to see how everybody's been evolving since we started just the stream. And you know what I know and everything that like that, I'm slowly starting to crack the code on everything we need. Problems creatively. So tap in with that. You won't regret it. I'm actually trying to make sure I don't have any. Oh, there we go. I was trying to make sure I didn't have any like weird frequency on my voice. There we go. A little lower of the frequencies. But yes, if you did not know, me and Pocket Queen are in a battle, and I want to be able to explain this to everybody. That way y'all understand the lineage, so nobody gets it misconstrued, because ain't nobody mad at nobody. We just having a friendly sparring competition right now. But I am fully prepared to triple and quadruple what I have right now. I just need something to push me. That's things you can do in order to be able to get better at. To be able to, like, I shouldn't have any. I'll give you a little synopsis. Let me go give you a little rundown real quick. So, back in January, I was in, I'm trying to think. I was at NAMM, okay? I was at NAMM. Y'all remember I made this post seeing all the OGs, all the homies. I was hanging out with Jan Hunter, Oh Gosh Leotis, Mad Keys, everybody, right? And I also saw Pocket Queen. Got a chance to see her real briefly. But I just remember she was just like, you know, hanging with who she was hanging with. But all I could recall was that after NAMM, I'm hanging with Oh Gosh at his spot. And I get this tag on Instagram. And I'll show you guys what the tag was. I had checked Instagram and she tagged me in a post basically saying Kaylin and Pocket Queen are having a beat battle. And I'm gonna show you guys where the flip is, because I don't want anybody to be thinking I called her out. She called me out, okay? So this was, I'm gonna go over here, find it real quick. This was it. This was it.
PQ.
That's tough. So look, I'm gonna show you. PQ and Kaylin Ellis are gonna have a sample flip battle. This is just a warm up. Thoughts? Now, mind you, when she listen, she said, boop. So I was like, you know what? When I get back home, because mind you, I was in LA for like 2 or 3 weeks straight. I was not home. She just kept hitting me up like, when are y'all going? And she sent a whole screenshot worth of just all these flips, bro. And like, I couldn't flip it because I wasn't home. I wasn't home. And so I get home maybe around late February after like some crazy traveling in February. I get back home and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just kind of let it slide. And then another video came up. She tagged me in yet another video. Let me see if I can pull this mug up. She tagged me in another video. And I'll never forget. It was the most craziest thing because I'm like, what is happening? And I thought I like, you know, made like some sort of a response, but she was like, can someone please tell Kaylin to face me? And that's when I was like, you know what? My response to this was this one right here.
Finally got a piece of the pie.
3 days ago.
Finally got a piece of the pie.
Yeah, so that was my response. And she was like, you know what? I'm gonna post something on Monday. So today is Monday, March 24th. And she responded to that track. She sure did. We're gonna pull it up. And her response was this. Kaylin finally accepted my challenge to a flip battle. This round category, vintage TV show themes, who won? And the funniest part is, look, she's tagging Jan Hunter and Oh Gosh Leotis, and Jan Hunter is like, all right, bet. I'm like, now. And then Rhythm Mike is like, now we gotta vote one of these out of the 3, bro. This is gonna be good. And so now,
PQ.
low-key, she should have another alter ego that's called Chop Queen. Cause I don't ever see Pocket be chopping Every once in a while. Every once in a while, she start chopping. And she hit it. She hit me with the chop. She hit me with the chop. And I'm like, she posted. I texted her. She was like, you ain't check Instagram? And what's funny is she did not know that I already had another flip. I had another flip ready. Another one. I have like 10 right now that are currently sitting on a queue right now. And at any moment, we'll just let it fly. I just got to film it, and we at it. But I responded to that within the hour. I posted this at 4 o'clock. I posted this. So this is what is happening right now at this very moment, y'all. And so, hilariously enough, we both flipped Sesame Street without realizing it. Obviously, we're on the same brainwave, and I'm very happy about this. One of those things where I recognize I'm in a legit battle right now, guys. And I need suggestions on what could possibly be the next thing we decide to do. Cause I feel like we about to go back and forth. Now what's crazy is y'all saw the comments like, is this Elmo on top with just Jersey? And I'm like, bro, Pocket, I was watching you 5 years ago do these pockets. I watched you do these. Like come on. But nonetheless, all these joints are gonna be coming out at some point. So I'm just excited about all of it. I'm excited about the tour coming up as well. And if y'all have any suggestions about where this possibly go, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat, like, what do y'all think we should do next? Cause as far as I know, she might left hook me, and I don't want to get left hook. So just know she asked for whatever's about to happen, whatever's about to transpire. I'm ready. I'm prepared. It took 3 months since January and just prayed about this. I was like, God, who am I to go to war? You know? Yeah, God bless Kendrick, man. Kendrick is great. But yeah, man, flip one of her own tracks. I ain't gonna say much, but I got some stuff in the tuck. I could try some stuff. I can't just play the whole hand though. Tap into your Gemini K-Dot. I say fighting game samples. You know what? That's a good point. I'll let y'all decide, but that's what's going on. That is currently what's happening at Pocket Queen, God bless her. But so nonetheless, but aside from that, I'm also on tour right now. If you want to tap in, I actually have tickets available right now. KalenEllis.com/live. And Offbeat Tour, Gainesville, Florida, Big Show Fest, Atlanta, Georgia, Brooklyn, New York, Babies All opening up for Park Breezy. And if you guys don't know who Park Breezy is, this is the gentleman. Y'all should check him out. Park Breezy for the one time. He's an incredible individual. I'm actually pretty excited about this because he's been playing some crazy things. And this is the banner for it. Park Breezy featuring Zone Drum, Masterpiece, and Ballroom in Denver, Colorado. So super excited for that. Y'all get your tickets. Can't wait to see you in person. And yeah. And before we talk about anything kind of cool, I actually got a package today in the mail, bro. I got a package. And I got a package from this company by the name of Embod Me. If you don't know who Embod Me is, just know you're about to be introduced to something really cool. So I'm gonna bring the box open. I actually opened the box already and I looked at it, but I met these guys at NAMM and they sent me this controller. When I tell you, this controller is, I'm gonna show you. Look at this controller, y'all. You see this? It has this is an entire controller. I saw this at NAMM and I got a chance to play with it. Basically, it's a MIDI multi-touch, the whole thing multi-touch. It is also MPE. It's MPE as well. The whole thing is literally one entire controller. And they sent this to me. Shout out to the guys that Embod Me for the one time. Like, I'm just kind of like, and so I got sent the controller and I actually have the box here. I could open it real quick. It comes with like a power block. Comes with these international adapters. Now this is actually kind of clutch because the last couple times I played in Paris and in London, and you guys, you know, not in America, the European side of the world has different plugs, and so they come with these two different ones and it's so convenient. And so I have those, I put those over here. It comes with also these cables, some super long USB-C cables, right? Now watch this. I had opened it up and problems. So this is the MIDI controller, guys. Like literally the whole thing is, you see this? It's this of this controller yet, but maybe I might do like a video of some sort. Maybe I might tomorrow do the stream basically introducing this controller. It's an expressive controller and looper. And I think one of the things that I've been really trying to crack the code on for the live shows, you guys know whenever I like do shows, I hop off the drum kit and go back to my controller or back to my laptop to play, and then I'll just jump between that and the laptop, the drums and laptop. And y'all, if you see me play a show, y'all know that I often jump off of two different things at the same time. Now with this, I feel like I can be able to stay sitting and have this set up at the space that I'm at with like the drum kit and simply just, you know, be able to control it. It has different functions. It has looping abilities. It has mapping. You can do arpeggiator. It has scales in this thing. So like picture like the push, but like the whole push is like one mesh. And I think that's one of the this is probably one of the craziest controllers I've like messed with. So if y'all want to see me like make any videos pertaining to this expressive controller and any kind of questions y'all have about this, let me know. You know, I want to be able to like, you know, answer whatever questions, but more so than anything, this is answering a huge problem. So shout out to Embod Me for sending, and they were like, yo, like send us your address and we'll give it to you. And you know, I have this and I'm about to, brother, man, when I tell you I'm about to travel and play with this thing, I plan on getting obsessed with this. So yeah. Yeah, man, I'm just excited. I'm excited to create. I'm excited about all these tools. Silver Rose says, jumping from controller to kit, gotta sound exhausting. You know what? Okay, it's funny we're mentioning that. I've been wanting to crack the code on how I can stay at my kit for longer for my shows, because I personally feel like I spend majority of my set list after like, you know, watching myself back. And I have YouTube videos of me talking about me performing. I spend majority of my time basically managing, like mashing up things during my set. But with something like this, plus also got drum triggers now, I want to be able to combine both efforts together without overworking or overstressing my body. So where I'm not thinking about getting from point A to point B. I'm thinking about how can I play the best show that I possibly can without overly working, you know? But this has been 7 years personally for me as a development to figure out what would that next thing be. And shout out to Imbibe Me, shout out to Evans, shout out to Zildjian, shout out to everybody that has been supporting the journey thus far and been sending me this gear. I feel like it gets progressively bigger the more and more I get deep into it. Plus, there's also there's a little micro SD. Hold on. Wait, look. It's a micro SD on here. This is tough. These 2 other cables as well. 2 MIDI in, MIDI out. But yeah, bro, super excited. I will make a video detailing how, you know, me functioning with this and figuring out. I'll probably do it literally tomorrow. Like, I'll probably swap out the push for this controller and see what kind of comfortability I can get from, like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I got that was sent to me. They asked me what my address was and I received it. I'm for sure about to go crazy on that thing. Especially with this Pocket Queen battle, I have to use it. I have to use it. Yeah, I have to. What does MIDI in and out do? Okay, so a basic explanation of MIDI in and out. So, Silver Rose, do you have a MIDI controller? Do you have a MIDI controller when you make music? Because I'll give you a little bit of a music lesson if you're ready for this. So let me go and pull off the USB 1 in and out. All right, so let's pull this up. My USB pin. Yeah, 5. Music. Okay, so to give you a little bit of an analysis, growing up, when I learned about MIDI, it was like maybe the early 2000s, and my dad, I remember, gave me this cable. And I always used to wonder, what was this cable, right? And I'll show you. Maybe around, I want to just kind of say maybe around the 80s, early 80s, there was this new technology that they were trying to, like, you know, tell people about, like in the 80s. And you guys know that the 80s were also like this time of where all the music was starting to become more futuristic, electronic, more synthetic. And so there was a universal language that all MIDI controllers, all synthesizers, all things around the 80s, 90s, late 70s started to pick up. And one of those language models was this thing called a USB. And what a USB definition, is a universal serial bus. It's an industry standard developed by USB implementers for digital data transmission and power delivery between many types of electronics. Now, here's the cool thing about this cable here. When I was about 4, I remember my dad plugged in his old Yamaha. You can look this up. An old Yamaha PSR. I want to say, I don't think it was a 10 or a 15. It was one of like the older models, but it had every sound you could think of inside of it. He would plug that in to our house Windows computer. And essentially, you could be able to take the MIDI, right? Take MIDI, send it into an object, or send it into a synthesizer, which was this pin. And then there was another MIDI that took whatever MIDI that was being played and sent it back to wherever the host is. Let's say it's connected to a computer here on the USB. You plugged it in. If it's sending MIDI, it would also receive MIDI. That is why you have MIDI into the device and MIDI out from the device, going through this modem to what we see and known as classical USB. Now, here was the craziest thing that messed my brain up and all. When they decided to come out with the USB B. This. We know this to be called a printer cable. And I remember being very confused learning that a printer cable also had the same capabilities as the MIDI 5-pin cable that I just showed you guys. And I did not know at the time in 2006, 2007, that this would become the universal way of capturing MIDI at all. If you had a printer cable, you were easily able. When iMac started being, they started pushing GarageBand. Like, this is like, you know, the more kiddie version of it. It was just super crazy to see that kind of thing happen. So I just remember seeing that, the pin, seeing the USB printer cable. Now here's the craziest part. I can't escape the USB-C. So now, if y'all just saw it, the USB-C is now the 5-pin in and out, the printer cable, all of that into one. And so, you know, and it's just been crazy. But if you ever want to see all the different types of USBs there are, I have a picture here I can show you guys. These are all the cables. It goes from the A to the B to the micro B. And if you have an Android, if you have a Samsung, that micro B is gonna look very familiar. The mini B used to be for like the old video game handhelds. I think the PlayStation Portable had one of these. I know a couple of headphone companies that still use the micro B as a setup. I know hard drives use crazy micro B inputs. My old Xbox 360 had a micro B input. Remember when the C came out? That's just, you know, it's just gnarly. But every couple of like decades, there's a brand new iteration of it. And I remember when the USB-C came, it was like something it was like already here and I didn't realize, oh, we're using USB-C now. You know, even this MacBook that I'm live streaming off of right now, there's only 2 USB-C ports. HDMI, there's none of that. It's just USB-C. But that's a little bit of a brief history on what that is. And if you ever see one of those pins, just know you can plug in whatever you want regarding like sending MIDI, receiving MIDI. You know, yeah, I still call it a printer cable. Me too. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, bro. A lot of us don't. A lot of people don't know about the history of it because they all kind of like, it's like the same thing, but it just kind of changes. I feel like whatever the USB-D will be, it'll be like old school aux. It'll just be like a little. Or what if it was wireless? I don't know if that's ready. I don't know if that's possible yet. But that'd be a crazy thought. Any questions before we begin this cook-up sesh? Because I love having conversations. I love just talking, getting, you know, the creative juices flowing, the brain kind of like pumping. And I want to be able to answer questions, and I want to actually revisit a question today because that I had thought about was Tommy. Tommy actually asked the question. Shout out to Tommy K. He's in the Makers Club. He asked, you know, I'm actually gonna go back here to the live at 5. I asked it a few weeks ago when I you know, posted about marketing music, but the magic of good hi-hat patterns. So I want to revisit this because think this is going to be crucial for a lot of you guys, because I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to understand how to get deeper within like understanding patterns, you know. And so, yeah. Fino Rango says, what kind of push could I get since I use FL Studio? Okay, so in Cento, I'm actually down a long time. Okay, it's been a while. I'm down to do it today. Low key. I gotta show y'all some one more thing before we get deep into it. Fino Rango said, I don't fully know the capabilities of Ableton's push crossover, aka using this controller here for other programs. At max, what this is fully capable of doing is working in a fully operatable way for Ableton Live. Now, if you do plug this in, at max, what you will get is a MIDI controller. And so I learned this simply because I have older versions of Ableton Live, and I'll just be completely transparent. I still use Ableton Live 11. Yes, but not in the way that you would think. The reason why I still use Ableton Live 11 is simply because when I use Ableton Live 11, I plug in my push and use it as a MIDI. But here's the craziest part. This board does not work for Live 11.0. If you try and use the push 2, or what I want to say this is the push 3. If you try and use this setup for an older version of Ableton, this will purely just be a MIDI controller. Actually make designated controllers for not Ableton, but for FL Studio. There's actually one controller. There's one controller that I know works perfect for it. Because I got a chance to mess with it. I know Ikai got a few of them. Ikai got one. There's one specifically. I know PreSonus has one. Let's see here. Up right here. FL Studio. This is it. The FL Studio Fire. This joint. I'd recommend using this one. I'd recommend getting a controller like this because it's super diverse. FL key. Yeah. FL Studio Fire. I would recommend using this.
Hello and welcome to the overview video for the brand new Akai.
Actually, you know what? I have a crazy thought. Y'all look at the controller real quick. You know what this kind of look like? You know what it kind of looks like, y'all? This Akai Fire looks like looks a little bit familiar. I see the inspo. It's kind of there. I think they knew what they were doing. You know, I see where it's like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. It kind of look a little familiar. It's a little familiar. This kind of reminds me of something. I've seen it before. It just kind of reminds me. But I would recommend that over getting a push if you use FL Studio. Because don't get me wrong, it works. But it won't work to the full capacity of what you might hope for. So there's that. That's the idea. So I would not tell you to get a push if you don't use Ableton. Like, if you don't use Ableton, don't. Piano keys on this. This, between thinking about possibly combining both of these for my live, but if I do, this is the way that I perform. Totally changes the way that I play, which might be a good thing. Who knows? Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. I would probably say the PreSonus is the closest. If you want to, trying to think. I know Logic uses MPE, but oh wait, live mode, because Logic has a live mode. Best controller for Logic live mode. And it really depends on what you want to do. It really, really depends. The Launchpad I've seen work. This is what I was thinking of. Launchpad. Get yourself a Launchpad. They make small ones of these. They make big ones. The smaller ones are like 60 bucks. But the bigger it gets is the more crazier it gets. But you could do live looping in Logic. I would recommend getting a Launchpad. That would probably be the most simplest way to do it. I have a Launchpad in the spot, but I don't use it as often because I'm not on Logic Looper. I use a lot of like, and I think that Ableton Open, I could just, you know? Yeah, so I hope that makes sense, brother. I hope that makes sense. This might be Silver Rose says, Kay, what's your opinion on the SP404? Okay, I'll tell you. My opinion on the SP404 is it is an incredible device. I think it's one of the most innovative devices. But I think so much of the culture does not really, I just burped, excuse me, oh my gosh. I think so much of the culture, I'll edit that out. So much of the culture needs to see the origins of how the SP404 was once used. Now, given I love how beautiful like the early days of the SP404 was. I remember the SP202. The SP202 looked really cool. It looked like a VHS tape player. You didn't know about an SP202? You didn't know about it? Let me show you. Let me show you about it. It was smaller than the SP303 and the 404. This mug is about $178, but it doesn't have all the complete capabilities of like a SP 303 and a 404. You know? And this is back when they had like Boss on the label, Dr. Sample SP202. This was a small one. This was a small book. Look at this. Look at this. The bigger one was called the SP555. I'll show you. The SP555. Madlib was using this for a bit. It looked like an MPC and a SP303 had like a baby. You know, it was like a combination of both of those. You know, you had 16 pads, it had all the effects. There's even the D-beam at the very top. Like, it had a lot. Okay, you could do a lot with this. I actually think a lot of Madlib's like later 2004, 2005 stuff was made with this machine. Yeah. Almost I thought this was it. I thought Christmas potential money that I have and buy this. And then I got Ableton Live 8 and the rest is history. You know, I was like, oh, I got that villain. I'm gonna show you the setup. There's a picture of it. So check how crazy this is. I always come across this picture, but look how crazy this is. Let's open image in new tab. I need you to understand how crazy this is, by the way. So this is the setup. Madlib had the CD player, had the ability to burn CDs, had the ability to record. But what is this record player here? You see, learn some stuff about this. That is, if I'm mistaken, I'm not mistaken, a Fisher Price DJ Fisher Price DJ record player. Nah, I need like the one from like Fisher Price DJ vinyl. Let's do vinyl record player. I misspelled vinyl. Look at this. They actually had record players back in the day. I think this is the one. Like, do you know how insanely crazy it is to make some of the craziest beats with a Fisher Price on? I want to make sure I get the right one. This is it. This is the one. 19. Wait, I found it. I found it, guys. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Fisher Price battery operated record player. This is the, hold on. This is Fisher Price record player model 3814.
3814, 1983 or 1989.
Okay.
It's a portable, battery-operated child's record player.
Battery operated?
Opens up just like this, lift up the top, and it reveals child-friendly controls. Down here you have a 33 to a 45 selector, and the left is the rheostat that is the volume spindle batteries. And I picked an old button here that you can press down to stop it. Let's listen to it. Turn it up.
There's no excuse for real. You mean to tell me this man Madlib? He used a you know what? This explains this explains a lot. It actually does. You know what record I think he because he must have recorded. He must have used something to record. Hold on. Mad Villain. This is it. Bro. Great stuff. He sampled recording off of the...
Yeah, this is good.
Great stuff.
The old gun like he hold the microphone and stole the show.
You know what I like to call that? What's so crazy about this too is, mind you, there's no microphone. Madlib had to sample that record off of the speaker of the... That's crazy. So my brain is putting together a kind of like a synopsis of this, just purely because there's no input jack. You can't plug it into anything. And there's only just a speaker, a volume thing, and a stop. So when I hear back Rhinestone Cowboy, I realize he might have recorded it off of the headphones and just flipped it. He probably was like, bro, I could just record it back off of the speaker and just get the audio off that mug. And that you could also use your headphones as a microphone, because if the input is if the headphone jack is similar as like a 1/4 inch, you could just put these headphones on like a speaker and plug it into a microphone input, and you could treat these headphones like a microphone. So hearing that Fisher Price thing, it makes perfect sense. Even looking at the pic, and to learn that it didn't even have an audio jack.
So there you go. Operates as it should. Super cool, super portable. not even wrong. You know, it's got maybe a mar here or there, but that would probably come clean. With it being a battery powered, you could use a 6-volt DC plug if you had one of those.
Wow. And you know what? There's a possibility it was plugged in. Because notice there's no top to that mug. Had a broken controller. He had a broken Fisher Price. There's no top to this thing either. Plugged in, cables everywhere. You don't need a perfect setup. You just need a setup that works. That's what that's teaching me here. He probably removed it. Yeah. That's actually very smart, very clever. And not to like blow it out of proportion, but he's the GOAT for a reason, y'all. I mean, you know, but inspiring. How did he get the audio from the headphones? He turned his headphones to a microphone. Because the headphones... Go to chat. Oh, wait, no, Google. Let me go to Google, hit images. Let's see what we get here when I, like, you know... I'm gonna drag it over here. Drop it. Up! I found it. A Philips MC222. What are the details for this thing? I'm actually kind of curious. Philips 200. Yeah, this is classic. I just found what he was using. Philips MC videos for this? Yes, there are. Okay, so what I can gather, it had the ability to, let me turn this off. It had a remote. It looks like a simple studio setup. Has a dial, the program, there's programs to it, there's a radio. It looks like a kitchen radio, yeah. Timer. There's a clock on it. It goes, there's a shuffle mode. You can do pause, play. Very simple setup. Okay. Wait, whoa, wait. I just found something. So this has an open function. Is this a tape play? Is there a tape? I wonder if it could play tapes. Man, this is definitely, hold on. This has got to be a, it had low end. It plays cassettes too. So hold on, let me get this straight. You mean to tell me this thing was pretty cold? Open image, new tab. Hold on. Wow. This is actually kind of dope. So it had the capability of playing CDs. It had the capability of playing tapes. Now, what's on the back of it though? Okay, you got the tweeters, bass reflex. This is kind of tough. I'm not gonna cap. I guess what I'm curious is, what does the back of it look like though? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he had that mug plugged up to something. Wow. Low key, if Philips started making audio interfaces, they might low key win. They might low key like super win. Wow. Wow. Let me see if there's a back of it. Back. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. That's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah, Just another reason why I think Madlib is just smart. He's one of the GOATs. He's the GOAT for a reason. Anyway, he was gonna make something, he was gonna make something. Okay, question, genuine question. What was the most inconvenient music setup that you guys have ever had, but you were able to create music? Like, obviously right now, you guys, you know, depending on wherever you're at right now in your journey, everybody has had like a certain setup. I will definitely tell you, I used to purely just work off the computer, but I had a really crazy setup at one point. I used to have this cable, it was a yellow aux cable that purely would just record. It was like so low quality and so terrible, but I would kill to have that keyboard, or not a keyboard, but the cable again. That cable was a yellow aux, but it was like kind of ruptured. It wasn't like a perfect cable. And whenever I would record it into my my DAW, I would always get this real nasty noise floor, and it sounded like a computer just waiting to die. And when I plugged that mug in and I used to just crank the compression, you would just hear, but it sounded amazing. I loved it. All of my older SoundCloud beats had like that sound in it. And I used to record my K-oscillator with it. It was so perfect. You couldn't even emulate it. It just sounds crazy. GarageBand mobile on my phone while getting tons of emails and other notifications at the same time I would cook up. Man, it was just, there's something about those real simple setups that were like crazy, but still it just required you to do a little bit different. Yeah, bro. Like absolutely crash. A Casio CTK 300 keyboard only. I was saying this earlier when someone was hating on GB, like Gorillaz made a whole album on it. Honestly, you know what? Y'all know Umbrella? Ella, Bro, that drum break is on GarageBand. I know exactly that drum break. We all heard that one drum. I used the mess out of that. And you hear that lead synth on GarageBand go, bro, eating on that brassy synth line. That was the GOAT. JK Music says, if you have talent, don't matter the tool you're using. Yeah, bro, it doesn't matter what tool you use. If you use a tool, it's supposed to get the job done. And I think that's the one thing that I think is so unique right now about the current landscape of whatever you use. I think that whatever that is, it trumps whatever you need to know about like gear, using the highest quality stuff. That drum break is iconic now. I know. Like, limitations are intended to fuel creativity. Creativity don't need much. You could give someone the same pile of dirt and seeds and tell them use it differently. And depending on however their mind works is how far it's gonna go. You know? I found myself making fruit cups. I don't know why that makes sense, but I make fruit cups now because what I used to do was just eat smoothies, or drink smoothies all the time. But I realized making smoothies was like more cleanup work than it was me having fruit. I realized I'm just gonna make a bunch of different fruit cups rather than having to make a smoothie every time. And low key, I have like the coldest fruit cups, bro. I have the coldest fruit cups. Can't nobody talk about my fruit cups. I have the nicest ones. I just have a laptop and my Casio MIDI keyboard. All them samples you've been hearing mostly. That is tough. You all, and what's crazy is, low-key, Sento, you And Terror Beats have had the coldest, and I mean the chords. Because it's not what you use, it's how you guys use what you're using. It shows that you gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the difference between putting you on a $500,000 keyboard and a $30 Casio. You're gonna hear you in it. You know what I'm saying? And they're both gonna sound like $1 million. It's just, you got that gift. All right, so I'm gonna put you on game about my fruit cups real quick before we get into the making beats portion and fixing beats. But in my fruit cups, I have orange slices, blood orange specifically. I have blood oranges. I have grapes, green grapes. I have purple grapes, like the purple sweet ones. I also have pears, sometimes apples. I sometimes swap between pears and apples on certain fruit cups. And then, watch this, I'll sometimes either do pineapple or watermelon. And watch this, I have a lemon on top with a half sliced half of a cucumber. Hydrated. I have been eating that every single day. You want to know why I started making fruit cups? Because I started buying a lot of fruit. And I just consume fruit every time before the day starts. I just consume. And I've been wanting to open up my chest a little bit so I can, like, not like strength wise, but I need to be able to get my cardio back right. So when my body starts playing these shows, I could just play and not overly do it. I've been working on it. I've been working on my fitness. Okay, that's the idea. So with that being said, I'm happy about this. I'm happy about the stream. I'm glad we were able to talk about some gear. And so with that being said, something I haven't done in a minute is something that I'd like to call
Fix that beat.
Oh yeah.
Fix that beat.
That's what we're doing.
Fix that beat.
We're fixing beats, y'all.
Fix that beat.
We're fixing beats.
Fix that beat.
I gotta do
Yep.
what?
Fix that beat.
Can you help me?
Fix that beat.
Please.
Fix that beat.
It needs to be fixed.
Fix that beat.
I don't know where to go.
Fix that beat.
Help me, please.
So guys, I actually haven't done this in a minute, so I might have to play that one more time. But we have a thing called Fix That Beat. And I haven't actually fixed people's beats in a minute. So let me actually see if I can run a little poll real quick for fixing the beats. Actually, you know what? Giveaway. That's it. That's the one. Right there. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Fix that beat.
Yeah.
Fix that beat.
I gotta play it one more time.
Fix that beat. Fix that beat.
What do you want me to do?
Fix that beat.
I gotta do what?
Fix that beat.
Can you help me?
Fix that beat.
Please.
Fix that beat.
It needs to
I'm
be
so
fixed.
unserious. It's crazy.
I don't know where to go.
Fix that beat.
Help me, please.
All right, so I'm about to run this little thing real quick. Fix that beat. Go ahead. We're going ahead and run it. Running it right now. And I'll show you guys what the rules are. So, number one, you got to cop a pack. If you're part of the Makers Club, cop something. Join the Discord. Number two, I will fix at max 2 beats for the stream for about 30 to 40 minutes max. The shorter the better. Nothing beyond 3 minutes. Raffle has started for you guys, and if you want to be able to tap in, just hit the little exclamation point, type in raffle, and you'll be able to, tap in for it. Now, I'm also going to read the little direction sheet off the Discord. That way y'all see what's going down. Randomly fixing folks' beats. And the one thing, problems, some genuine stuff. And so I'm gonna show you guys here. Let me go to fix that beat in the Discord so you can see what the rulage is. But check this out. You must be part of the Discord and send your beat with stems via WeTransfer.com if you're selected. If you're selected and you don't respond, your selection will then be moved to someone else. I'll fix at max 2 beats per stream for 30 to 40 minutes. I respectfully want to fix everyone's track, but I'm only just one guy. 3, the shorter the better, nothing beyond 3 minutes. And if you want to drop it, shoot me an email at nchstudios@gmail.com and we can work out the specifics, basically. And so, yeah, man. We got a little thing, and I'm gonna show you guys also what the feedback looks like right now on the timer. That way y'all know what's going down, and I ain't gotta be too mysterious behind this. Yeah, I need stems. I need stems. That's what the vibe is. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, yeah. By the way, I'm gonna go and grab a little snack. If you haven't got yourself anything to eat, anything to drink, I don't want you to be sitting here malnourished, okay? I want to be able to creatively create and solve y'all's problems. So join in with what's going on. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Welcome to the Producer Show with Kalen Ellis. Did you know he goes live at 5? He goes live at 5 everywhere. It features a Discord he has too. You know, where he samples and collaborates live in real time using sounds from his community. They are literally the best in the world. So if you want to join in, cop a sample pack in them. Don't force the funk. Baby, don't force the funk. How the funk? Here we go, the funk. So no, don't force the funk.
Got a minute left. Had to grab a little sparkling water. You know what I'm saying? Let me also do this little display thing. Hey, might be from the Makers Club real quick. Let's see here. Walk with me. Walk with me, Lord. All right, y'all. Time has commenced. You can no longer enter the raffle. We have 5 people. Woo. Forgot about that beat. All right, so guys, we're about to go ahead and pick 2 lucky people. We have a few people who have submitted, and we're gonna select. So first and foremost, we're gonna draw. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This might be Silver Rose. Come on down and submit your track. Falcon says you gotta release this beat that's playing in the background right now. I gotta drop it. Silver Rose, come on down, brother. You gotta submit some stuff. Yeah, brother. Gotta submit it to WeTransfer. Tag fix that beat. We're gonna select another one. Next one goes. I'm joking. I'm acting crazy right now. Yeah. Already selected. And super excited, y'all. We got 2 folks. I might pick one more person. Just to see what the vibes is. We might pick one more person. I'm gonna pick one more person. You ready for this? Wait, hold on. I gotta do this right. I gotta do this right. Hold up. Do I got a reggae drum roll? No, that's not it. Can I just get a drum roll? Drum roll. Do a drum roll. The sound effect. All right, drum roll, please. Next one. Gonna be able to fix some beats here on the. He had some crazy fix that beat submissions. And if you want to give up your spot to someone else, go for it. Just know, everybody's gonna get helped. Who got selected? 3 folks. Silver Rose, Shanks, and T. Watts. No, send it as stems. Send it as stems. I'll even show you here. Yeah. I'll play you guys a few of them. I'll play you guys a few of them. Check this out. Fix that beat. Black Lotus. Is it safe to say I forgot what this beat sounds like? Another one was Zoo Unique.
I gotta get you guys dancing again. That's key. That's key. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear this. I'll play this soon.
is probably one of my favorite ones. This is a crazy one. I still think about it from time to time. My favorite part, right here. I ended on the bunk. Y'all know.
Beat feel like Monday when I'm fighting my doubts.
Spaceship.
24 before I was high in the
Spaceship,
clouds.
spaceship.
Contemplating life, I've been fighting for clout. Should have been famous, she ain't liking my posts. Oh no, I'm feeling low, buying a house. Been 10 years married while they eyeing the spouse. But 2 kids is too lit, I tiptoe to tulips like bathroom acoustics. I be going off sometimes. I can't lie, I be lost at times. Like when Trump got elected, about lost my mind. Facebook, ride stupid, dreams got lucid. Trying to be understanding like solving a Rubik's. Ooh, I felt that preacher when he saying the world ending. Turn off the news, no more listen to Don Lemon, it's off limits. Trying to protect your peace might mean born a farm, nigga. Like Dave Chappelle. On my mama, on my mama, on my hood, on my hood. I look fly, I look fly, I look good, I look good. Said on my mama.
Sometimes I speak hurt and a stranger give you worth with a passing word. My passion blurs,
vision speech often spurs. Drunk in love with a need to be heard. Some will bleed to be first. I'm like your favorite eatery serve. My appetite for second fiddle need to be curved. Ain't a comedian needed media work on my delivery. Some egregious and they need to be cursed. But Lord bless them. Some say the Lord test them. But I don't need the gas like Tesla. I get mad and probably get on your level. Trying to make it to heaven and honor my forebearers. My Lord, this journey is forever. So here we are, but my heart for this art is kinda odd. Like bread that my mediums and audience. What's at stake, just an ambiance. You and me, now we confidants. Sing the mantra, y'all. On my mama, on my mama, on my hood, on my hood. I look fly, I look fly, I look good, I look good. On my mama, on my mama, on my hood, on my hood. I look fly, I look fly, I look good, I look good.
That's tough. That was a crazy one with Timber. Let me check the Discord, see what y'all did. Shanks submitted. All right, perfect. Got it a few minutes ago. Fix that from Shanks. He says, oh, we got 12 files, 91 BPM, doesn't have a baseline. Feel free to change anything. I appreciate it. That's what I love to see. I love it. I love to see when everybody, like when you get a chance to get some, to get selected, everybody picks a certain way, you know? So I'm curious to see what's going on. Trust we TL links. We got to. All right. And whatever we end up doing to this beat, we're going to be fixing it and then submitting it back to you to see whatever you want to do. And, you know, if there's anything else you want to try and do, and it exists. So let me go ahead and put 132 on here. Yep. Fix that beat _ Shanks _ 91 BPM dash 91 BPM 91.00. All right. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Downloading. Here's to see what's going on. We're fixing beats today, y'all. Fixing whole beats.
Fix that beat.
That's what we're doing.
Fix that beat.
Oh, yeah.
Fix that beat.
Yeah.
Fix that beat.
Oh, yeah.
Fix that beat. I gotta do what? Fix that beat.
Can you help me?
Fix that beat.
Please.
Fix that beat.
It needs to be fixed.
Fix that beat.
I don't know
All
where
right.
to go.
Fix that beat.
Help me, please.
Downloading and 0 seconds left. Up, there we go. Shondo. There we go. Look at God. Shanks says, in quote, "You can skip the drums and 14 file. That's just the whole track in the drum bus. I sent the individual stems for the drums." Okay. All right. Well, curious to see what's going on here. I'm going to drag it into the session and go from there. 91. Let's get to it. So I got to take a good listen to it and see what we got going on. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 40 minutes. 40 minutes, starting now. All right. All right. I'm going to turn off this. You said the drums and 14. All right. It's like futuristic. What you did on the original to see kind of vibe you were on, like with the OG. So let's see what's going on. I see what you were going for with the drums. They're a little more beefed up in the original bounce, but I think I could go down that route too. There was actually something specific I heard for that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the drums down, and we're gonna kind of like I'm gonna reimagine a little bit. I'm gonna let it run for a sec, and just think like, how can we use our imagination to the most expansive way to like expand on what we got. So luckily it's really, really dope. There's already like gonna be just rearranging some things. Hats. Let's make these all orange right now. Stab chords 1, chords 2. There's no bass line, so I think it's pretty open to try some cool stuff. There we go. I'm gonna mute some of these things. Let me also turn some of these joints down too. I'm turn down the whole thing by like negative. Let's do like negative 10. All right. Just kind of loop this real quick. Go from there. See where the BPM is real quick. Let's boost this up. See how loud this is too. I'm kind of gain matching right now to kind of go from that. 16. These are all like kind of like. Let's see right here. 5. Kind of gain match it. I might leave the hi-hats as is. Maybe I might just boost those up a little bit. Matching what I'm doing. Matching the gain to the volume that you have. That way you can, if you want to turn something up, you can turn something up. Truthfully, that's how loud something is and how quiet something should be. All right, I'm gonna turn these up too. A little bit more. And I also hear this too. All right, so a few things I think I might want to try. Just gonna turn off this real quick. Saturate. Okay. Already it sounds pretty beefy. I'm gonna turn on the speaker real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Versus like, yeah, a little more exaggerated. And then even for the rim, let's go ahead and hit a little hard cut for the lows. Yeah. Let me turn on the speaker one more time. Just kind of. If anything, drop it in the Discord. This is a crazy hi-hat pattern. Kind of imagine it's like it's on a hi-hat. Yeah, and then throw the snare on it too. do a little high cut real quick. Ooh. And I haven't even started boosting everything. Everything's just kind of like matched right now. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm about to just go ahead and boost around this. I might layer this rim with something else too, but open this up a little bit. Also got this too. Wait a second. Open that up a little bit. I'm gonna drag it back a little bit so it's like. Send it in the Discord. In the Discord. I want to just kind of, I want to like use those last two. Just kind of expand on it. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now when you go over to the master, I can kind of like boost a little bit on knock. Yeah. I didn't even notice that. That's a crazy frequency in it. I kind of want to use this like as like another part. So, yeah, that's it. Just put it in a different spot. And I have also this. Whoa, that's kind of tough. Wow, that's actually kind of tough. Hold on. That's tough. Wow. Once I add this bass line in, it's going to be crazy. Wow, there's a lot of great elements in this. You got to give some of your joints shine. How to make your joint have a little bit of shine? Wow. Now I can go ahead and add the bass. That's it. Whoa, okay, so I see it now. I'm gonna try that. Let me get that last one. Even if I turn on my speakers, let's see what it sounds like. Now I can go ahead and add a little thing on here. Watch this, right here. Ooh. I want to like kind of add this right here. Let me put this over here. I'm gonna re-add this. I want to do something so silly with this part. I'm actually gonna reverse it. Let's keep one and have one in reverse. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, turn the reverb off for this. I gotta see the riser again. That riser needs to come back. Yeah, this is a fire idea. Mind you, I didn't do a whole lot. I just kind of tweaked what you had and added like a bass line. Let's do it again, right here. Yeah. How big is the file? Like the zip folder? I'm gonna add some chords on this. Oh, here we go. We'll try that chord instead. I'm gonna try that. Let's try those chords. 1, 2, that's it, that's it. That's it. Let's see if I can sine wave this real quick on phase plant too. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. Phase plant, by the way. Wait a second. Hold up. This is it. This is tough. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy the way that. Beautiful, bro. Hold on. Y'all hear that? Oh! I hear such a silly idea on the piano. Hold on. I'm gonna like change the sound on a little bit though. That's crazy. Hold on. Drop some stuff out. This is it right here. Record this. Yeah. Did have enough pieces to kind of like, you know, tweak it if you want, unless this is pretty much it. I'm gonna go, let's change. Right here. Drop that out. Let me hear this on the speakers real quick. And actually, that should just be it. That should just literally be the whole thing. Yeah, this is a crazy one, bro. I appreciate you submitting this one. Suffices, bro. Shout out to Shanks from the Makers Club. So when I send it off, it's already in. Now, if we would hear everything back from like the original version, this is what it used to sound like. This is the original. Now, the new version sounds like this. Mind you, I have very minimal things going on in the master. I have the knock plugin on the master, and the drums are just kind of like gain matched and beefed up. So this is really what like clarity of a good mix really is. I think the really dope part about this is the fact that Shanks already had a strong idea. Everything is pretty much sitting in its place, and it didn't require a lot of whole doctoring up. We just kind of like added some slight elements, but it was already fire. Just some slight cleanup stuff, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze this track too as well. Freeze it. By the way, I forgot to mention, everything you guys basically saw or about to see, because I'm gonna post this up and I'm gonna edit this in post. Everything you guys are seeing, it's mixed with KFX. Okay, no external plugins. Everything kind of basically built inside of Ableton. If you want to know what I'm using the KFX to basically mix. Who doesn't use knock? But KFX is intended to be used with everything. So you don't have to just use one thing. You can use a little bit of everything, but KFX very much comes in handy. It's worth it. It's worth it. So yeah, that's what I'm using. We're gonna cut this off, and that's it. Cut this off. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now when you turn it all off, this is the A and B of it. Ease back on this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Shout out to everybody that submitted their joints for Fix That Beat. Fix That Beat. What do you want me to beat? Please. Yep, we got another one. So let's go and make an. Next, we got TA1. Down is this 130 BPM. All right, let's go ahead and save this. Fix That Beat. Fix That Beat. Whooping feet. Oh, well, let me see you push a T. Push a T. Huh. T. Watts. T. Watts. All right. All right. Do it again. Time. Do it again. Time to do it again. We're about to fix another beat. This one is from T.A. Watts. And T.A. Watts says here in quote, 130 BPM, arranged it a little bit to make it sound complete, but it's really just a 4-bar loop with some drums and 808. I'm not sure if it needs a lead or something on top to make it ready to go. Thank you so much. So it's already pretty much in a good spot. We just gotta get it ready to go. Okay. All right. That sounds good to me. Downloading the stems right now. Yeah. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight. I haven't done Fix That Beat in a minute. Not exactly sure why it has been so long, but shucks, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, Silver with your tracks, seeing how you guys think about the process a little bit, because it makes me break down not only just how you guys work, but it makes me think about my process too. But something that I recognize, and this is actually something I would recommend for everybody to kind of keep at the forefront, is that principles always work. And the reason that rules, right? And low key, I'm having this epiphany. And if y'all have this thought too about music, let me know. But for anybody that's like went to school for music, went to school learning like, you know, theory and went to school learning all this. And if you learn something from someone regarding like how to play scales and everything, I learned that music is not necessarily playing a pattern. Music is patterns. However, it's more than just a pattern. Music is not only just the culmination of patterns being memorized very well, but it's the fact that there is a principle on how those patterns work. And if you can understand how those patterns work, you can literally make whatever you think. Whenever you choose to, you know? Yeah. Think about that. That's some food for thought. The reason why I say that is because it means what matters the most, you know? Finna be at the Brooklyn show. Hey, Dom. Hey, bro. I appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate you, big dog. Shout out to Don McLennan for the one time. How you been, brother? You everything all right? So silly to me. Oh, man. There we go. Let me see you push a T. Why did he say it like that? All right. Open up chat so I can look at the stream. Oh, wait. There we go. Making it happen, brother. Hey, I feel that. Feel that heavy. Gotta make it happen. Doing this mutual aid fellowship and gearing up for residency at this university in Wisconsin. Okay. Slowly but surely establishing like what it looks like when I'm gone. So I recorded mad stuff here on the stream, just, you know, cooking up, creating with everybody. And right now we're about to fix up a couple joints. 30 BPM, arrange a little bit to make it sound complete, but I'm gonna lean it. Once this finishes, I think we'll be good to go. Up. We're getting there. We're getting there. Fix that beat, y'all. Fix that beat. Oh, one more thing. Fix that beat. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to tell y'all. I got a new laptop recently. Finally got a brand new one. I got one that's gonna be working for like traveling. You know, it's gonna be working for not only just traveling, doing his shows, maybe be able to do a Twitch stream live here. Well, not here, but just pretty much. I've never done it. I've never done it really like overseas or anything like that. But all right. I'm sure it's got to be. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. Let's get it. 130. Let's get it. 130. Secret for you that'll help you. thought the drums were already doing that. Hold on. Tough. Okay. Force quit. All right. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 40 minutes. Let's get it. We'll go ahead and see what's going on here. Let's go and organize. 808. Drum, verb. EP. Keys, verb. Hats. I hear somebody on this. Keys group, turn that off. Kick. Silk. Go from there. You hear currency? I'm gonna put all the verb stuff towards the bottom. There's a lot of like non-post process I have to do, so I'm kind of happy about that right now. I don't see anything else I have to do on that, so let's go ahead and just take all the drums, kind of like color them real quick. 808. Let's make this one pink. Yeah. Keys, verb. Let's make these white. Easy. All right. See what's going on here. Let's turn these all down. Negative. Let's do like -8. Let's gain match. Gain match. Now with gain matching, it's always interesting because it's like, you know, one little slight thing you can forget. So gain matching, basically you match the gain with the volume that is. So let's go ahead and just run this on loop for a second. Let's go ahead and gain match real quick. Let's see where the volume is sitting at right now with this. -18. And the volume is at 9. So I need to boost this gain up for this up a bit.